Hello, hello. The music's still a little loud. And turn it down a little bit. How we all doing? I assume there's no one here yet. Maybe there will never be anyone. It has been a while since I streamed. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to it again as well. But I'm here. Finally, I'm back. And my setup is more professional than it has ever been, so that's cool. I need to pull up GitHub. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of Beast of Burden today. It's something a little bit easier. Because for Let Me Adam, it's going to be some big, complicated stuff that I've got to work on, so just don't feel like doing that right now. Get back into the swing of things, you know. Okay, I need to remember what this project even looks like. It's been that long. Let's see. So I had this house done. Just hop in and hit play. Right, so we got this interior done. This shadow is borked. And this whole above or below thing's a little borked. Random TV is random. We can go upstairs. We can go back downstairs. So I think all that was really left to do here was just to rinse and repeat with a lot of houses. And then we need different variations of those houses, and then we need... well, we need a few variations per time of day, so that you get different, like, lore and information. I'm remembering now. I'm remembering why I didn't finish this, because it's gonna be tedious as hell, but that's fine. That's what we're here for. Yeah, I'm absolutely not used to talking to a camera anymore, so if anyone is watching this, in the VOD, I can see I have no viewers right now, but if the VOD... someone's watching the VOD later or anything like that, I just want to apologize in advance. I promise I am a better public speaker than this. Hi. There's also a cat on me. Would you like to say hello? No, you didn't miss this. Oh boy. But yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to this again. I promise I am a better public speaker than this. Not a good one, but a better one than this. Yeah, there's a good... oh, right. So put this up. Yeah, I have no viewers other than myself, so... that is to be expected. Okay. Yeah. That is entirely to be expected. It's been... how much radio silence has it been, actually? What, it's been since April, hasn't it? It's July. Yeah, I mean, it had to have been April at the latest. Yeah, so... it's been a while. Hopefully, some people file in at some point, but the important thing is that I get back into a schedule. And hopefully some of the people who were watching me regularly will come back once they see I'm back on a regular basis. I hate the way these shadows pop in and out of existence. I wish I could use the solution I used for Let Me Atom for shadows, but it just won't work here. I can't do the number of angles that I need to do, which is very unfortunate. So as much as Smart Lighting 2D is a super powerful and impressive tool, it just still doesn't quite do everything I need it to do. It's not Funky Code's fault. They do awesome work. They make awesome tools. It is Unity's fault, 100%. They just don't want to support anything better, and so nothing better can exist, which... you know, it just is what it is. Maybe I'll switch to Godot at some point. But probably not for Beasts of Burden, because already this far along, and I don't think Godot's 2D lighting is that incredibly robust. I'm sure it will be eventually, but I don't think it is right now. It's not really its strong suit. My understanding. Okay. I can't remember how I even did this. Man, it's nice. So if you, those of you who are tuning in again, doesn't look like Unity is linked. Deal with that in a second. But yeah, if anyone who's tuning in, who's tuned in before, everything, the stream setup probably looks a little bit different, and reason for that is I got a new computer. I'm set up with dual monitor now, so I'm actually able to display everything, and I don't have to remember to switch which window I am displaying when I switch between Unity and Visual Studio, which is very nice. And you guys can actually see everything that's going on. I'm not having to constantly like reset stuff. So much better, much smoother. That said, I have no idea how everything sounds, looks, feels. Hopefully someone will stop in at some point so that I can grill them about how it's all going. I've been meaning to stream again for forever, and it's just establishing a routine in a new place and everything is just difficult, but I decided to just wing it today because the only way to start is to start. And if I don't, then I never will, so... If it goes terrible, then that's just the way it is. I forget where this even is. It might not even be here. Just under preferences, external tools, there it is. I'm just dumb, don't even worry about it. Okay. This still doesn't even work. Restart it. There we go. Okay. Transition scene, initial fade out. Is this done? And transition scene. Okay. Fade out, and then we go back at the end. If the callback exists, that makes sense. Then after fade, game manager game data return position. Right, that way we're in the right position when we go back. Player game. Set that as inactive. Where do we set house? What is house? Whoop. Okay, right, so that's where we're setting the various houses. Interior, so we get that the index. Okay, so we get the house, where all the house interiors, their time of day equals the current time of day, and the house type is the house, and then we get a random. Got it. And then house interiors. Right, so we... Now I remember. Okay. So on initialize, we assign random house interiors to the list so that they'll stay consistent each time you go in. Okay. And then we instantiate them. Let's set them to inactive. And then we set it to active here. Set ourselves to the position of the entrance. Change the lighting. And then initiate fade in. Which doesn't do anything too special. Yeah, we just fade in and then. And then house is a day. House interior has all of this. Okay. So now if we hop back into Unity, interiors is perhaps right. Yep. And then this has a camera associated with it. Is that camera being messed up by this? Oh, it's because it's free aspect. It wants to be 16 by 10. Which we're gonna have to use an external tool to force it to be because Unity removed that feature. Because why would they? But this all lines up correctly. Yeah. Cabinets, windows, sink. Shadows are bored, that's fine. Okay. So now we have a bunch of interiors. And I need to figure out how I want to do that, and that will not make me tear my hair out. Because currently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses. Each of those houses needs to have its own entrance that leads to an exterior, which pops up over yonder somewhere. And each of those exteriors, or interiors rather, needs to have a variation for every time of day, which there are. How many times a day? 4 times a day. So we need multiple iterations per time of day. Per 7 houses. In other words, this is going to be a lot of just ruling manual labor, which is fine. It's not particularly difficult. There's nothing all that challenging about it. It's just going to be tedious. And I don't love tedium, but I do love how this all works, because it's already vastly better. Does spamming this do anything? No. I think I fixed that. Yeah. Cool. That is fixed. Man, much better my latency is then. Just refamiliarizing myself with my own game. Don't even worry about it. So much to keep track of. Okay, there we go. Worth doing anything about that animation, jank? Probably not, honestly. One of the things about this game is, like, there was a measure of jank that was intentional in the original release. Just not as much jank as was actually present. That fixed. But like this much jank is fine. This is kind of funny. Okay. Time to stop fucking around and... So I guess this is what I need to figure out, is do I want to... Because the only approach to this that can be made is a methodical one. Right, obviously. It's a lot of work. Do I go through every variegation of one house and then move on to another? Or do I just make them all one variation at a time? At a minimum, it's gonna be a lot. Just gonna math it real quick. Yeah, we're looking at hundreds of interior. Granted, the general layout and build is going to be the same across each one for each house. You're going in and there's different things happening, so it's not like I have to design 100 or, you know, well, actually the math checks out to about 420 exactly, unintentionally, so nice. But it's not like I need to design from scratch 420 individual interiors of houses. It's more like I need to do 7 and then make 420 total variations that just move some things around or put some different dialogue in it or whatever. That's where the majority of the content that's going to be present in this build that wasn't in the last build the majority of the lore, the majority of the content is going to be that you can actually go into these houses, and you get, because it's random, you can't see all of the possible interiors in one playthrough. You have to go back through and see if you can get more lore and stuff. So there's going to be a lot there. This is probably going to be like the single most time-consuming aspect of this remake. And it's going to be a lot of just placing props. That's most of it. So I think... The other thing is, like, I never fully hammered out all of the lore. I mean... System? Let me see if I'll look at my lore doc real quick. I can't show you guys this because it has too many spoilers, but super compelling, I know. Yeah, this... Okay, so I have not laid out about these characters in my actual notes yet. I have some lore about them in my head, but that's not actually super useful to me right this second. Because all of the NPCs that were there for the original game are going to have actual, like, backstories now. They're going to have names, they're going to have dialogue that's more specific to them, instead of just all of them, you know, asking if you're okay. It's going to be a lot more interesting. But because of that, you're going to find them sometimes in these houses. And they're all going to be associated with a house. There's more characters, there's more NPCs than there are houses. Some of them live together, some of them are siblings, that sort of thing. But in terms of what each of them represents in the lore, that's going to need to be kind of showcased in your interactions with them in the houses, or at least what's going on in the houses, even if they're not there. So that's going to be its own daunting task. But writing out the lore is not super interesting to do on stream, and I don't want to spoil it, so I will just kind of get started on some of these.
The sound effects guy can smell you lurking.
I don't know if you're actually here, man, or if, yeah, there you are. Yes, I in fact can. StreamerBot tells me when people start watching, even if they don't enter chat. I don't know how long you've been here. I assume you've been my third viewer for a while, but welcome to the stream. How's it going? Is everything terrible? Does it sound okay? Is the music okay? About 29 minutes. Most of that I've been streaming. Sounds fine. Cool. Yeah. It's been a minute. I have no idea what I'm doing. All of the knowledge of how to stream has left my body. I need this again. So at this point, wait, weird. Okay, now you are fine. Why do you have a different outline? There is quite literally no difference between these two things. Weird. Yeah, that's fair. I want to go back to streaming regularly. It's a lot easier for me than making YouTube videos. But, yeah, I do miss when you used to stream. Your streams were always fun. Not that you did like a ton of them, but... I always enjoyed the ones you did do. Now if I duplicate this... Try to build it from there, or if I just... What I need is, I need... another reference image. And a few messages asked me to bring back the I Challenge You videos, but it took too long to set up. Yeah, those were really cool, but I totally get why you stopped them. They're pretty, it's a lot of work for you, and I can't imagine that those videos or those challenges brought more like views and engagement to your channel to the degree that it was worth doing it over just making a normal video. I have been thinking about going back and redoing some of those challenges though, just to see like how my old Audacity days compare to what I'm capable of now. But on the other hand, that's participating in the challenges was also very time consuming. Let's see, so this is your house. The arrow's a little smaller. It doesn't need to be exact. I'm not trying to catch a lawsuit here, but this is a good reference. Yeah, honestly, I think just duplicating this is going to be the way to go. Still don't have a name for all of these characters. It's been 6 months since the last time I streamed this game. Streamed development of this game. And in that time, I didn't do any of the lore that I said I was gonna do. I suck. I'm fucking shit game developer. I was focused on Let Me At Him, but still. And now I'm procrastinating Let Me At Him to do this, and it's still like, I'm not even doing this good. God damn it. I want to do a corridor crew type video and get a few people together and do a sound designer's react video, but coordinating is a nightmare, and also I'd want someone to source all the movie TV clips, so it was all fresh to me too. Yeah, that would be cool though. That'd be really interesting. I mean, like you said, coordinating with people is a nightmare, but if you could pull it off... I feel like getting someone to source the clips would be the easiest part. I mean, you could even just, you could have the community send stuff in, and then it wouldn't take much. Like, you could have literally anyone just comb through them and just make sure none of them are like inappropriate or anything. But yeah, in terms of like getting a group of people to all agree on like a time, that's... I played D&D. I know how impossible that is. Not that you couldn't do it. I'm sure you could, but it'd probably be pretty rough. Figure that out. But I wouldn't want to do it from the perspective of this movie has a bad mix, but more so the actors are using audio technology wrong or inaccurate depictions of audio tools. Yeah, I've wanted to do something like that. That one channel that like has experts rate movie scenes and stuff on realism. Doing something like that would be really fun. And I've wanted to do something like that for a while. The tough part of it is just the lack of representation of audio engineers in popular media. Those videos is always like, you know, Soldier reacts to war movies, or, you know, ex-Secret Service reacts to spy movies or whatever, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense because those are depicted a lot in media. You don't often see, you know, you might even see like hacker reacts to hacking scenes in movies that are always really stupid and unrealistic. But there's not a lot of audio engineer movies out there. There's a couple, but it's not a super common thing to be depicted in cinema in the first place, so... But just like, you know, someone using a microphone or something like that, obviously that exists in popular media. But yeah, I agree that like just getting together and being like, oh, the mix in this movie sucks, or just like critiquing movies for their audio is not in very good taste, and it's not. I'm for the most part I'm against any kind of React content unless it's really introducing something new to the conversation, which that obviously wouldn't be. But being able to say like, you know, oh, here's my professional opinion on how they're using a microphone in this movie or whatever would be pretty cool. And actually, like, you'd be able to perform or provide some sort of education included with it. How many NPCs do I even have? So the problem I'm running into here, I need to name all of these people instead of just being yeah, I just saw what you sent me on Discord. That's like there are movies that have it, yeah, for sure. That have, you know, something. There's that one, I forgot the name of the movie, but there's that one movie where an audio engineer accidentally records a murder, and that's like the whole premise of the movie. I don't even remember how accurate it was though. That's like the only movie where that I can think of where the central premise has to do with an audio engineer. But what's so funny to me about images like this is that you could pull literally any vocal track into RX or, you know, Adobe Audition or whatever onto a spectrogram and just take a screenshot of it, and you would have a fully accurate depiction of audio software. It exists, right? It's not like hacking visuals where they have to, like, you know, manufacture a bunch of code running on screen and everything, because hacking is mostly just sitting around waiting for a progress bar. And they have to make it look flashy and cool. Like, audio engineering stuff already does look pretty flashy and cool. Like, the UI is actually pretty visually appealing. You could use the real thing, but these people instead feel the need to specifically have a graphics artist design a completely fabricated audio software that with a bunch of nonsense. Could be a licensing issue, that's true, but even Audacity has a spectrogram. Even that would look better than this, like, weirdly enough. And I can't imagine getting the licensing just to have like an RX10 window pop up would cost that much more than having like a professional graphics artist design a completely false screen from a piece of software. I don't think anything in Isotope's licensing says that you can't distribute images of their software as long as you have purchased the license for it, and RX Elements is cheap. And all you would need is Elements to just get that nice looking, page. And then Adobe Audition, I don't think has anything like that either. Like against just publishing a screenshot of their software, and Adobe software is used in nearly every Hollywood movie. Meaning like they would already have the license to the software in all likelihood. Like, I can't imagine you're not allowed to display images of Adobe software in films, because I'm certain I've seen Photoshop displayed in a number of films. And generally speaking, Photoshop and Premiere are used in a lot of these projects already. They probably already have just the full suite of Adobe products. And they'd be able to just pull it up and take a screenshot of it, and you'd have a better image than like what they can come up with without knowing how the software actually works. Maybe they can't. I don't know. Just shot of the title bar from the application. It just said audio 6. Some of the pop-up menus look very similar to Adobe Audition. Yeah. I mean, I could see they would probably like base it off of that, but I don't honestly like. I could see it being a licensing issue, and maybe that is what it is, but I could also see it just being that nothing can be done the easy way. Uh, Okay, 7 houses, 9 sprites, 8, because one of them is with us. Right, so only one has 2. I really just need the names don't matter, is the thing. Like, there's no lore implication behind any of these names. I can name them anything. I do find it funny whenever I do see audio forensics being handled in a movie, TV show, video game. I haven't seen it much, but when I do witness it, The most common thing I see is the writers seem to think that audio forensics work very similarly to a lot of the freelance clients I've had. The way they seem to think that it works, where you can have some garbled mess of a mumble in like the negative 50 decibel range of a loud ass crowded recording, and you can just magically isolate that to a studio quality level. Like, forget legibility. The level of quality they think you can get, and it's so funny to me because I'm like, you cannot enhance something that is not there. That is the very baseline of it, that they seem to think that it's witchcraft. If it did not get recorded, you cannot enhance it. It's equivalent to taking a picture of someone's back and going to a Photoshop expert and be like, hey, can you flip this image so that we're looking at his face? And it's like, no. Okay. Paste. Let's take this one. Call this. Oop. Call this. There's favorite goof that I've ever seen wasn't audio related. It was still funny to me. Madden 19, old man in the hospital, fully alert and talking in the monitor behind him shows at BIS of 40, which means HP. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Okay. We're in prefab mode, but okay. Interior. Brought up to devs and was met with no one's going to notice and we don't give a shit. That sounds about right. Which I guess fair enough, in a way, like... I kind of doubt anyone did notice, but... It would have been such a simple thing to change. Nicer. You just get on the desk, you have to say hi to the camera. Them's the rules. Okay. This does not exist here. One of the rumble pipeline. Is this the jankiest shit I've ever seen? Yeah. Not surprised. Okay. We're going to not that. Let's make this like... I can't do that. Where are the stairs? What are you? Oh, are you just a tile? You're just a tile. It's easy enough then. We'll put it there about. I just want this one to be a little smaller. Maybe smaller than this, probably. Yeah. It's dumb. So that just goes there. Do that. Plate that. Yeah, it's just lined up with it. No way does this need to be pixel perfect, but I'm doing it anyway. We could double shift one night, one person left in the studio except for security, converting 200 plus cutscenes, so they could work on Pro Tools for VO sessions. My spec sheet said they just needed 720p video. Since it was just a reference, came in the next day to a pissed off audio director because it wasn't in 1080p, showed him the spec sheet, and instead of apologizing, he was like, well, I guess that was all for nothing, we need 1080p, and then blamed me for having to reschedule the session. I mean, that sounds like AAA, and that sounds like EA. I mean, super messed up, obviously, but not surprising, unfortunately. That's got it. Okay. This is fine. Actually, I should probably... Nope, that's on props. I just set that. Okay. Or if it's gonna be somewhere else. Okay. What are you mad about? Okay. What does that suddenly make it quick? No matter where, isn't the exit just on there? I guess for the sake of the prefab, that actually does kind of make sense. Really shouldn't change the size though. That's fine. Okay. Surely this I can just switch out though, right? Yeah. That makes life easier. Right, we actually want to delete this one. And this one. I'm gonna replace this one. The green. And this one. With the green. Oops. There, that's fine. Then we want to put this there. Where are you in? That's right. Yeah. We want to put it. What are you mad about? Okay. Right, that definitely doesn't need to exist. Don't think this does either. Wait. This one's trigger. Okay, so I just need to move this around a little. That's fine. Leave him lurk for the rest of the night. Gotta work tomorrow. I need to go to bed. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good night. This we need to remove. And then this we just need to... size a bit. Okay. And then gotta love that. Love having my fun little events get triggered by spam bots. It's a good time. Okay, that's fine. TT. There we go. Okay. XP. Yeah, thereabout. Why is this so high? There's no reason for it to be. It can be there. This is probably a reason to want a little bit more. Okay. Data collider. You need a change player layer. You also need a player layer. And then we go escalator 2D. That. And then daylight collider 2D. Spray physics shape, default, fill up. There we go. Now let's go the prop there and pop this back open. And then you put that right there. Grab these. I guess it's in the first one, but okay, that's fine. That looks good. Need to move this. Here. What do I have it here? Um, oops. That. Okay. Good to know. Oh, that's just smaller. That's why. Okay. Right. this. Okay. Right, that's why that was being messy with me. That makes sense. Probably rock. Rid of this. Except this really doesn't fit either. So yeah, we'll just do this. It's fine. Yeah. Eat the table. Switch those out for those. Actually, it's a fair point. Even the wall. Changed out. This isn't changing this at all, right? No, this is still the same. Okay. Yeah, okay. That fridge. How about the sink? Sink seems good. Move some things around, but This can go over here. Actually want that in there. I don't think I want this there. Yeah, I want this one to feel kind of empty. Okay. Actually, we can do this. Close a little bit. Or in this case, we want it to be even smaller. So, no, we don't need enough. It's done. Okay. So we start there, but then we want to shave off a little more. And I'd say even a little more up there. Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. And then we can oops, delete that. One thing I forgot to do down here is I forgot to just this one? Yeah, it's just this one. Let's change the color of the wood again. Okay. So that gives us baseline to work with. Pop this back up. That in. Select this. It's 12, yep. Okay. That down. Sort of down. Think about. Actually, it should be fine if we just put this here and then. Will that all just work? Maybe. Probably not. Alright, well, that will conclude this stream. Tonight was just a quick one, trying to get back into the swing of things. So, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. If you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch VODs, then make sure to follow, subscribe, catch the next live, all of that good stuff. I will catch you in the next one.